Hello, and welcome back to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. And let's see, so it's been a few days since I last recorded a show, so let's go. So as I duck my head, we're going to talk about not the top three, but the top four metal albums, in my opinion, of 2005. So this is going to be a fun year. And I'll tell you why, because this is going to be chock full of albums similar to 1998, where I really love these albums. So, that being said, let's get on to our first one. Mhm. All right. So, in 2005, first one is Hammerfall. Chapter 5, Unbent, Unbowed, Unbroken. Great album when it came out. Um, this was about the time that I started writing for Sea of Tranquility. Wrote for about a year or two, I think. And then, the rigors of being a parent kind of got in the way, so I had to stop. But it was a fun couple of years. And I saw, these things are so annoying. I saw Hammerfall at a place called BB King's in Manhattan, 42nd Street. And that day, I'm walking into the venue, and literally the members of Hammerfall walked in at the same time I did. I guess they were out touring, New York City. But great concert that it was. They opened with the very first song of the album, Secrets. So basically, the songs on this album that I rated 4 stars was the first one, Secrets, Bloodbound, We're Bloodbound, and then Fury of the Wild. That's a furious riff in the beginning. Nothing I love more than a good riff. Oh God, that's so annoying. Move that lamp a little bit. Oh man, still annoying. Is that better? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. Oh man, let's try it. There we go. Oh, try to get that glare off my glasses. I'm so sorry about this, folks. Okay, so back to the album. So songs that I rated with 4 stars: Secrets, Bloodbound, Fury of the Wild, uh, Take the Black, another great song. Songs, 3.5, Born to Rule, Rule, Born to Rule. Uh, Hammer of Justice, 3 stars. Never Ever, that's their ballad on the album. They always seem to have a ballad. I gave that 2.5. The Templar Flame. And you know what? I have to laugh. So it's like you do a match game with Hammerfall. You have the one column, the song Templar and Hammer, and then on the second part of the match game, you have Flame, you have Steel, you have whatever Justice. It's like they randomly take these do these match games in every album. Templar this and Templar that, and Hammer this and Hammer that. Hammer high. I'm babbling. So the 2 songs that I didn't really rate very high: Imperial, which is a 2 minute, 2+ minute acoustic instrumental, and then Knights of the 21st Century, which is slow plodding, somebody in a cave going, it's like Monty Python, the castle of. So this song, 11 minutes long, 2 minutes at the end where it's like a false finish. Kind of reminds me of Judas Priest's Loch Ness, which incidentally, Angel of Retribution also was released in 2005, but little spoiler, it did not make the cut for this. There are a few reasons, but you know what? It was a pretty good effort, but Not as good as these albums that I'm presenting to you tonight. Okay, so on to the next one. And this was a benefit of me writing for Pete Pardo on Sea of Tranquility. Otherwise, who knows, I might not have heard of this album. So let's go to it. Second, this is a German power metal band. Oh no, I'm sorry, a Swedish power metal band called Falconer. The album called Grime versus Grandeur. So this is, and at the time I didn't even realize this. So, I immediately liked it. I gave it 4.5 stars and wrote a very nice article about it. And, Pete got my article. It's like, I knew you would like it. Very power metal-ish for you. But little did I know at the time, it was one of only 2 albums where the singer was a guy named Christopher Goebel. I thought he had a great set of pipes, but after this album, they went back to their original lead singer, a guy named Matthias Blad, who was a little more baritone, but whatever. You know what? Judging this album on its own merits, I mean, there are songs that I really liked. So songs that I rated with 4 stars. The opening song, Emotional Skies, Purgatory Time, great tune. The Assailant and The Return. I love that riff. The Return. I do it no justice, but we all learn from your return. Okay, songs that got 3 stars. There are a bunch. Humanity Overdose, No Tears for Strangers, Jack the Knife, another song in that, similar to Priest's The Ripper, and Child of the Wild. 2 songs that I gave 2.5. I Refuse and Power. Great album. Check it out if you haven't. It's one of those hidden gems. Can't go wrong. Falconer. All right, the next one, and this is a shout out to my friend Davey Cretan, I guess. Is that how it's pronounced? You were a little on edge because I hadn't given credence to this band, Dream Theater, but here they are. Could not include them this time. The album's called Octavarium on a nice cover, which I didn't know what this is called, but it's called a Newton's Cradle. Instead of 7 balls, there's only 4 here. Pendulum swinging. In any event, so we'll go through this. There's only 8 songs on this album. We're going to go through it song by song, starting with The Root of All Evil. And you have a bunch of songs that, a few of the songs are a little shorter, but their idea was to not so much to make a metal album, like as they tried to do with Train of Thought, but they were looking to do like what they call a classic Dream Theater album. But you know what? Very heavy in spots, and I really like it. So one of the reasons why it is here, and there are a couple songs on this album which are absolutely to die for. Beginning with the first one, The Root of All Evil, 4 stars there. The Answer Lies Within, I gave 2.5. These Walls, 3. I Walk Beside You, 2.5. But it gets better from here. Panic Attack, probably one of my favorite songs by Dream Theater, with that insane beginning bass riff. Panic Attack, 4 stars. Never Enough, I gave it 3.5. Sacrificed Sons, song about 9/11. Amazing, amazing song. Mellow in spots, but very poignant lyrics. That I gave that 4 stars. Octavarium, 24 minutes. The Symphony X Odyssey, and some other things that Yes has done, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, yada yada yada. About halfway through this song, and I give this song a lot of credit for it. Instrumentally, these guys are very sound. All great amazing players. Mike Portnoy would leave probably, I don't know exactly when, but he was still on this album, but he did leave after, one of the next albums. But sorry, I didn't have my notes on that. But you know what? These guys very, very sound instrumentally. So Octavarium, after getting to about the 12-minute, maybe 15-minute mark, I'm like, yeah, another 4 stars here. So Dream Theater, Octavarium, great freaking album. I think it's one of their best. But there will be more Dream Theater in the coming years, so hang in there, Davey. All right, one more. And this one, I probably would have heard about it anyway, but again, it was introduced to me through P. Pardo's Sea of Tranquility, blog, the seaoftranquility.org site, which I basically gave this album a 5-star review. I very rarely would do that. The album has to basically blow me the hell out of the water for me to give it all 5 stars. But I also got me an interview with this guy on a Saturday morning in my kitchen. It was the coolest thing. And my son, who was, young at the time and just getting into guitar, he thought it was the coolest thing. Here I am interviewing this famous singer. Oops. Oh, what did I do? Sorry about that, folks. It's getting a little late at night. All right. So the very last album, Russell Allen's Atomic Soul. Now, granted, this could be construed as more hard rock, but let me tell you, this album freaking kicks ass. So if you haven't checked it out, you got to do so. 2005. I think it's his only solo album. So let's go back and let's do a little research here. So we're going to talk about some of the. So most of you know Russell Allen as the lead singer of Symphony X. In addition, he's been the lead singer of a project called Star One. He's done some albums with Bjorn Land, Alan Land, it's called. Adrenaline Mob, which we will talk about in the future. Level 10, a one-off album that he did. Joel Hoekstra's 13, and then Alan Olsen as a guest. Listen to all these guest spots. Arion, Genius, a rock opera. Avantasia, Revamp, DGM, Takayoshi Omura, Timo Tolki's Avalon, Magnus Carlsen, Amadeus Awad's Eon, Notaral. He did a guest spot with Iced Earth, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Magni Animi Viri. Whatever, this guy, busy guy, amazing set of pipes. But let's talk about Atomic Soul. So the question isn't how many songs I gave 4 stars. I pretty much gave every song on this album 4 stars, with 2 exceptions. So the song Angel, I gave 3.5. Song The Distance, I gave 3. Jaya, which is a very Symphony X-like, similar to the song Egypt on Symphony X5. I gave that 3 stars. Uh, Everything else on this album, I gave 4 stars. So that's Blackout, Unjustified, Voodoo Hand, uh, Seasons of Insanity, Losing You, Saucy Jack, We Will Fly, Atomic Soul, the title track. 3 songs, so that's a lot of songs that got 4 stars for me. I had to pick 3 songs that were probably my favorite. I would say Unjustified, very heavy riff. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, very heavy, probably the heaviest song on the album. Seasons of Insanity, a little more speed metalish. And then We Will Fly, which is a song that he grabbed Michael Pinella, Symphony X keyboard, to help him out on this one. Some great piano work. This is another very Symphony X type love song, believe it or not, to his wife, I believe it is. Saucy Jack, there's some great Southern rock vibes to it. He even got Michael Romeo to play some slide guitar for him. Very cool. And then Atomic Soul, I think he got Jens Johansson to play for him. Amazing. Check it out. It is freaking good. So that's what we have for tonight. Hammerfall, Chapter 5, Unbent, Unbowed, Unbroken. Falconer, Grind versus Grandeur. Dream Theater, Octavarium. Russell Allen's Atomic Soul. Amazing, amazing freaking albums. So I just wanted to let you know that in the next coming few weeks, we may have a new guest on Top 3 Metal Albums by Year. He's agreed to do it with me. Problem is, I don't know when. We'll have to wait and see. But once it'll be very cool. So just stay tuned for more. Next, we'll have 2006. So what do we have for 2006? I wonder. Anyway, Jack Toledano, have a good one, everybody. Stay safe. Speak to you soon.